Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and welcome back to another episode of our Minecraft Let's Play adventure. Now, the last time that we played this, we went on a grand journey out in the wilderness, and we found most of the trees. We didn't find jungle trees, but I'm not holding that against myself or, like, I don't know, Jeb or Microsoft or anyone at Mojang. I'm not angry about it. You know what? This is part of my penance to the Banana Baba. I'm just going to have to accept that and move forward, and that's fine. You know what? We'll find jungle trees later. Maybe you have found jungle trees. Comment down below and let me know, because I'd love to hear from you. But for right now, we do have 5 of the trees that we went out looking for, and it's time that we set them up somewhere so they can start growing, flourishing, and doing their thing so we can harvest them eventually, cut them down. I don't think we peel trees in the same way that we would peel an animal, like a helpless animal, or perhaps testificate, like this fella here. I don't know, he looks like he might need peeling, but they do need to be harvested. And we need to choose an area by which to... How are you surviving? Oh, we've got some sort of a mutant situation here where the skeleton is not dead. It's somehow not being burned. I'm gonna guess that it's got something to do with the fact that it's standing in some really tall grass? No, actually, it's just dying now. Perfect! Excellent. And you know what? We can... Oh, I thought that it had dropped a bit of its body, and we could use that as, like, nutrients for the trees, but apparently not. Also, don't we have a cow pit? We do have a cow pit. How is the cow pit doing? We haven't been over here in a while. We really need to stay on top of what's happening with the cow pit. Let's go ahead and we'll get some food here. A bit of sustenance for the cows in the cow pit. You know what? This is a bit of a multitask here is what we're doing. We've got a lot of actual goals for today, but also, just while we're at the cow pit. Hey, feel the love, everybody. I think that's all of you. I don't have any more wheat, so you're all out of luck. Wheat's fantastic. Alright, now... Well, I mean, I do have one more wheat, but it's just kind of the odd one out, and no one seems to want it. Now, where am I going to put this tree farm? It needs to be pretty close by so I can keep an eye on it. Nothing else is happening over here on this side of town, so I see no reason not to just kind of utilize this area. We're going to have to first cut down literally all of the trees that are already here. And I'm already wishing that this was modded Minecraft, because this would be a lot easier if we had Tricapitator or something of that nature enabled, because that would be pretty handy. Alright, so that pretty much clears that out. Next thing we got to do is level it, so that it's all sort of on the same area. I guess this would be the base for that. Whatever level we're standing on now is going to be kind of what we base that off of, so I'll go ahead and get to work with my shovel. Wouldn't you know it, my shovel just completely broke on me. Total freak accident. No one possibly could have predicted that happening. But fortunately, we do have everything we need to... Oh my gosh, we just have another one. Never mind, I was going to say we'll make another one. But you know what, while we're here though, we should also go ahead and grab a crafting table, because that might be useful to have down there. Because we're going to need to build some things for this sort of tree farm as well. This sapling nursery, if you will, now that we've snatched the saplings. We need to properly grow them up. I feel like we're sort of the adopted parents of these saplings. We've forcefully removed them from their parent trees, and now we've hauled them off to here, where we're going to raise them in our own image and our likeness, and it's going to be great. Alright, it's getting dark, but I think that we've got a pretty good area here carved out that we can start building in tomorrow. I am going to go to bed, though. As, you know, willing as I am to stay up in the name of the Banana Baba and cleave, hack, slash, and peel monsters all the good live-long day, I would much rather just go to bed and not deal with them. Of course, we are going to have to eventually make torches so that monsters don't spawn inside of our tree farm, because that would be a disaster. So some of you might find this next stage to be a little bit peculiar, but what we're going to have to do is go underground and start mining cobblestone, because we don't want to use wooden fences around wooden trees. It's just a fire hazard waiting to happen, and with all the creepers and pyromancers we've got running around. Yes, there are pyromancers, so I've been told. I haven't seen them personally, but I take these things, you know, at face value. We're gonna want to make sure that we've got some better fencing. Also, this guy, look at him. Thinks he's all that. Totally got him, though. Alrighty, so that is, what, 4 stacks of cobblestone? Is that enough? I don't know. I didn't do any maths before we started. We're just gonna go throw them all into a bench and see how many walls that gives us. Alright, so we do have a crafting table here with us, which I think we'll just leave down here for future use. That's going to give us 6 walls, which is not enough. That, well, I mean, it will give us more than that. I'm just saying for 6 blocks it's going to give... So this will give us 6 stacks of walls, correct? If I'm doing my math right, and I'm pretty sure that I am. More or less. Pretty close to. Yeah, just a few off. That's not bad. The only problem is we can't go right up against this stuff here, otherwise monsters would be able to just walk... I mean, I'll show you what I mean. If a monster's up here, they can just boop. And then they're not only inside of our nursery, if you will, for the trees, but they're also stuck inside of it. And that's not going to work out for us long term. Ow! Okay, just backed right off into a hole. Gonna want to keep an eye on that one in the future. I also lost count. I was trying to go for 20. Did I do more than 20? That looks like more than 20. Oh, dear. Actually, you know what? No, that's fine. We can integrate his house into this. It's not an issue. What is an issue is going to be this massive hole down here. We don't have to fill in the whole thing, fortunately. I mean, I don't think the Baba's going to require that, although he is not a fan of half measures. That's for sure. This should do it, though, right there. Nope, Shrek me sideways. All right, we're good. Okay, so this is the middle here, and the reason we did it like this as opposed to doing odd numbers so we could just have one fence in the middle is that we're not using fences, which also means we have to go back into the mine, but maybe we can mine here for a bit, because I've never mined down here, and this looks like a pretty good place to get some coal. Not that we need any coal at the moment, it's just I saw some, and I also needed some cobblestone, and I thought, hey, you know what? 2 birds, 1 feather, as the old saying definitely goes. Also, it's getting dark, so let's not stand down here and tempt fate with another horrible death at the hands of the monsters. I don't know if the Banana Baba is going to, res me multiple times. That might have been like a one and done sort of, oh, you died? You're not out of this yet situation, so we should probably go take a break. All right, so we are back here at the nursery, and I've got to figure out how I'm going to do this, because I didn't really put a whole lot of thought into it. I just know that I didn't want it to be a bland sort of door, so maybe something like this. And then we'll put these across this middle. That looks a little bit funky, but I kind of like it. I do kind of like it. I kind of like where we're going with this. So next up, we're going to need doors, obviously, to keep out the monsters. And I figure we'll go with the dark oak doors. And we don't have to use all the same doors, because I want to have multiple entrances. But I do like the look of the dark oak doors. Yeah, it does look a little bit silly down here at the base, but what if I did this? And then that's where we put our... Oh, they don't open together. I guess that's a modded Minecraft thing. This is why we can't have nice things. You can't have the mods. We can have torches, though. And that's pretty good. Now, you know what still looks silly? Let's go ahead and take these out, and we will replace these with some proper cobblestone blocks. And that already looks immediately much better. We should probably do the same here along the bottom, though, instead of having just grass blocks down here. We should maybe put cobblestone. We could do cookstone, but then that would kind of clash with everything else we've done, like these walls, and I don't want it to clash. Okay, so that is what a wall looks like on top of a wall, and that's a bit much for me. I don't need a wall on top of a wall, because it just hides the inside too much. And I don't want the inside to be invisible or anything. I want you to be able to see the trees. Okay, we're going to do the same here. We're going to add another entrance. And, I don't know, maybe for the sake of consistency, we will just go ahead and use the dark oak doors. Also, though, we did just run out of cobblestone once again. Cobblestone is sort of, what the entire world is made out of. So you think it wouldn't be that big an issue for us, but it's something we really seem to be struggling with right now. Lovely. Lovely! This place looks lovely! Let's add a proper walkway here, though, in the middle. And that'll connect these two things up, and we will use, once again, cobblestone. Well, until we run out of it again. And now my last pickaxe is broken. So we've gone through, what, a stone axe, a stone pickaxe, and an iron pickaxe today. We've been burning through a lot of materials. We need to start like a material tax or something. I mean, you wouldn't call it a tax, more like a involuntary offering from the locals for more materials for the Banana Baba. It's all for the Baba. Like, you should willingly give to the Baba. And if you don't, I mean, we're not above taking it by force if that's what's required. Alright, I am starting to run out of torches, and we definitely don't have enough down here still. So we might need to go make some more. But it is starting to come together, and I think the time has come for us to start planting the trees. I don't think we're going to go any particular order out here with the trees. I don't think they need to be placed anywhere special. I think we just sort of spread them out a bit. So we'll put the dark oaks there. That'll spring up into a tree, I'm assuming. Maybe put a regular and a birch here. Put an acacia here, there, and then maybe a spruce there, and then maybe drop another one of these bad boys, and one of these bad boys, and what are those? Now that down there is a beautiful sight. Let's see if we've got any... Oh, we do have some bone meal. Alright, so we might be able to go speed this process up a bit. Let's leave some of these things behind, though. We're carrying a lot down there with us. And is there a guy near here? I keep hearing a guy, like he's just inside my house or something. And I know he's not, because we didn't butcher the butchers. We had them move out willingly. They weren't peeled or anything. Okay, so we've already had one tree spring up by itself, which is nice, but I want to see a few more. Let's see what we can do about these. Do we just throw down... Whoa, okay, that was instantaneous. And Glorious. Happy to see that. So if we can get an acacia tree up. Now, you know what? Maybe it's a bit close to there. Let's get these over here by themselves. And I hate to waste the bone meal, but there we go. A nice acacia tree. You are also a bit close to this one. Maybe move you right here. Come on, you. Spring up. I don't want to keep wasting. There we go. Fantastic. And then one final type of tree. Come on, you, right on the last one. So we now have almost one of every kind of tree here. These other ones will sprout up on their own, I'm sure, eventually. But this is what we've wanted. Now, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time down here manually cutting these down. So I'm going to go talk to the Baba about maybe starting some sort of work program with the locals. You know, putting them to work for us, doing the jobs that I don't want to do, if necessary. It'd be easier for me, because remember, I've got to build that whole banana coffee shop of ideas thing up on top of that mountain. I don't have time to sit around and worry about who's going to be harvesting trees. So I'll talk to the Baba. We'll see what we can work out. Look at that. That is glorious, my friends. That looks so good. It needs more light, I think. There's probably still some room down there for monsters to spawn, but that's a problem for another day. For right now, I'm going to take a nap, and I think we'll close this episode here. So if you've enjoyed this, thank you so much. Maybe leave a comment, maybe leave a like, maybe consider becoming an executive producer like our good friend Sir Duordna or Lucky Lou Dog. Maybe, I don't know, or just a patron. See you all in the next video. Bye!